What's up, everybody? Seems like not a lot of info. I did a lot of searching trying to figure out if I could fit these on this or not. And I seen one guy had 37x13.50s that rubbed a little bit. And I did some searching, couldn't really find a whole lot, so I figured I'd make a video here. Figured I'd show a little bit of how I did this. Like I said, these are 37x13.50s on a 2.5 inch level. I needed tires, didn't really want to spend the money, or really didn't have the money to spend on Thurn stuff right now, or Carly or anything like that, which one day I plan to get, but it's pretty pricey. So hopefully I can run these tires for a good long time, and maybe by the time before I need new tires I can do that and run it for a couple years like that, then get some new tires. But either way, I couldn't see, had a 07 F-150 with 35/1250s. I just figured, you know, I can put that on that. I should be able to put something bigger on here. Plus I have a friend of mine who's got a like a 16 model with 35/1250s. They're on 20s though, which I don't know, something about it, might be the offset. I didn't really like the way it looked. And I hope it, you know, I probably could have put 35/1250s on here and been happy, but something about that just turned me off of that. It looked a little weird. And granted, it doesn't turn as good, as it still rubs, but you know, I can do some stuff in the long run and hopefully make it better. I'm trying to think here what else, but so I'm gonna pull these wheels off, have a look at a little bit of what I done, and plus I want to see, I didn't really check how many times like the steering wheel would turn to one side before I put these tires on. So get these wheels pulled off and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back here. Now, one of the things, if you notice by looking at my truck, see, I'm in South Carolina. Now this is a 2012. I just rolled 200,000 on it 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago. And I've had these tires on for probably about 2,000 miles ish right now. It came from Missouri about 3 years ago when I bought it. Flew out there to get it. It was actually a Oklahoma truck. So I don't know how bad snow is and salt, but it ain't no northern truck, I know that. I've gotten a truck from up north before, and man, I feel for you guys. But that being said, it's pretty clean underneath. There's no rust or anything. So I put these Stryker control arms on. Stryker Engineering, I think it is. And basically give you a little bit more room. Obviously, not enough for what I got. Like I said, they rub a little bit. And they were pretty simple to put on. This side, driver's side, took about an hour and a half. I did have to beat this bolt out. I could have reused it. And if you notice, there's a new bolt here and a new bolt on the passenger side there. Now the passenger side, it didn't want to come out quite as easily. That one, like I said, I'm in the South, and these things were in stock at O'Reilly's, and there's got to be a reason for that. On the passenger side, I had to cut that with my cutoff wheel, like so. And for me, I had a cutoff wheel. I got a compressor, but my compressor doesn't keep up very well. So that's probably the thing that took the longest. I, you know, cut for about 30 seconds. Then the compressor cuts on. You kind of hang out for a minute, wait for the compressor to cut off, cut another 30 seconds. And it was like that over and over for about an hour. So other than that, I mean, it still worked what I needed to do. One thing to note, the 2009 10s, I can't remember what it was, the 2012s, the lower control arms are just a pretty simple bar. Now 13 and up, of course, I think it's 13, they have a pretty massive lower control arm. Totally different setup. So you know, the 10s to 12s, 9s, 10s to 12s can fit a larger tire than the 13s and up. So like I said, that bolt was probably the hardest thing to do. Now the only other thing about this side, let me get down here, is, now I love my exhaust. I love this 5-inch exhaust. I don't know if it's, you know, I hear a lot of people about the drone or anything like that. I hadn't really heard, it doesn't bother me. I mean, I don't know if I've got the drone that a lot of them, it hits that RPM range. I do have 373 gears, so I got that going for me with the tires. Anyway, the only thing that I did not like about this exhaust is I had to take it off to get that bolt out right there for the upper control arm in the back. So this side right here, definitely, I pretty much had to, you know, go all the way to the back and pull it all back. That way I could get some room up here. I could get the down pipe moved around enough to where I can get that top bolt out. It was still a pain in the butt, but you know, I got the job done. So got them all torqued down. That's another thing I was checking, just to make sure everything's nice and tight under here still after about a month of driving with those on. Of course, I put those on before I put the tires on. But they gave me enough room to where it's drivable now. Now if I had the regular control arms on, these tires would not have been able to do too much. So, but like I said, as far as the drone and all with the exhaust, I don't know if it being a limited where there's more sound deadening in this truck, or the gears, or, you know, I just don't hear it in this truck. Don't hear the drone in it. But sorry I jump around back to that point, but if anybody has any ideas on that, let me know. Let me check the steering here, how many turns I can get. Let's see, so we got about 1.5, a little over 1.5. Yep, got 1.5 turns. So I want to say it ain't too much far off from that. So I'm going to get it back together, check the turns on that again, and end it off. I'll be back. Okay, so real quick here, got the nuts just snugged on. Check and see how much of a difference it is. See, I'll do it with the engine on. Makes it a little easier. One. This goes almost just as far. So, just those, get it all the way over, what really hits those lugs. Hits those lugs on the edge of the corner of the tire there, but which I try not to do. So, you know, sometimes you just gotta test and see how far you can go. hang on, I'll get it back down here in a minute and finish this off. All right, so there it is. 371350s. 2012 Ram 2500 mega cab. Yeah, they tend to grab some rocks, but I hadn't had too many problems with it slinging them at my truck. All right, so I've been walking around here like an idiot talking to this thing, and my phone and my camera cut off, but there it is. I'm trying to remember everything I was saying. Really makes everything look a lot better to me, especially being a mega cab. Kind of makes everything look, ooh, I'm busting my butt here, proportional. One thing about those control arms, if you notice, it centers the wheel into the wheel well. I have not trimmed any of the fender liner. You know, I see a lot of people having to trim the fender liner and even the pinch welds on the with even 35-1250s. So that's one thing, that those control arms are a little bit longer, where when you put a little bit of a 2.5-3 inch lift or level, whatever you want to call it, it'll it centers that back out where you don't have to worry about that. What else here? But either way, it's sitting a little funny, I guess, because it's, it shouldn't be. It's a straight axle, but it's if you're looking for something fairly cheap to get you by with a decent look and still some functionality, the Stryker control arms are the way to go. Even if you have 35-1250s, I mean, it helps out with, like I said, the clearance in your fender wells, where you don't have to mess with that pinch weld. And you know, I'm pretty sure any control arms with that cutout to give you more clearance. I think Carly makes them. I'm pretty sure Thurin makes them too. But like I said, I saw these. They were decently priced, and did what I needed them to do. I don't do anything serious, hardcore off-road or nothing. But at the same time, I want it to last. I don't know, you probably saw the ball joints. I've put some upgraded ball joints in. I can't remember what brand. They're not Carly or Thurin. I can't remember what the brand were on them, but they are where you can just replace the slugs in them. But other than that, that's it. You know, like I said, if y'all have any questions, complaints, suggestions, let me know. Appreciate you watching the video. Just wanted to mention one more thing. Went with the Cooper Discoverers. They've been a great tire so far, and I also use bouncing beads. I guess I'll mention a few more things. Use bouncing beads, super smooth ride. You still got a little vibration here and there, like, you know, the 70 mile an hour where you see the passenger seat shakes, which I've seen where that's something to do with the drive shaft. I don't know, but it doesn't bother me. Everything has been doing that since I've had the truck, and I ain't worried too much about it. One reason I went to 1350s instead of 1250s is there are more options in the 1350s. When you're looking at load ranges, these are a load range E tire. When you get to the 1250s, the only one I saw was an F load range, and they were probably about $100 more a tire. So that really didn't make much sense to me. Well, I mean, it didn't really make much sense. You know, you either get 37-1250s for that cost, or you get 37-1350s and put the control arms on. Might be about the same price, I don't know. But just real quick, they are Stryker off-road design are the stickers, or control arms. They come with stickers, and I can add every sticker I get to my fridge. So there you go.